Hello and good morning, you lovely, lovely people. Just been mucking around doing the drive this morning, or this little runway to the house. Anyway, the topic today is have a guess how long the average person collects their pension for. You want to know what it is? 8 years. 8 years is the average a person collects their pension, their state pension. They die. And this is research. It's not me saying this out of my own head. This is their research. And the reason being for this is because when we retire from work, we lose interest. We don't really see our colleagues no more, and there is no interests. We die. The brain starts to shut down. We sit in front of the TV, have nothing, no purpose. So this is why we should do something at retirement age, not just sitting in the house watching TV, watching series or Netflix or something like that. It's very important to have a purpose to live, a purpose to do something. And it is very, very important, people. It's very important. And as far as I'm concerned, if I was in England, I would still be working because I'm not at retirement age. But if I was in England and I had retired, what would I do? Bugger all, to be honest with you. Go down the local for a couple of beers, maybe daily or every couple of days, see the same faces, hear the same stories. It's not my kind of life. And I see, or I did used to see when I was in England, a lot of these people who had retired, the ones who weren't doing anything looked very old. They didn't have a lot of energy. But the ones who had retired and had something like an allotment, for an example, they looked more energetic. They had more to talk about. And again, a purpose. So it goes to show you, doesn't it? All the time, because you've worked all your life, right? And you've looked forward to this retirement until it comes. And I know a lot of people, when it comes to retirement, they don't want to retire. They want to carry on working, but of course, even if you don't have to, even if you've got enough money to see you through your retirement, some people want to work, but of course, the government don't allow it, or unless it's part-time. And what a shame it is to see pensioners. I did, when I was in England, saw a couple of pensioners that used to work in garages on forecourts sweeping up. And I think that was probably not because they wanted to, but I think that was probably because they were trying to make ends meet. We have to do something, people. And I'm not saying move to the Philippines. I'm not saying that because I mean, everyone to their own thing. But I could not see myself staying in England, doing what I was doing, come to retirement age. It would have been even worse because there is nothing to do. If you're married, still, I mean, if you're fortunate enough to be married at that age, all well and good. And if you are fortunate enough to have accumulated a good pension, private pension, as well as your state pension, and savings and bonds and shares and stocks, then you can travel. You can travel the world with your partner. But that's only a very small amount of people can do that. What about the large amount of people who can't do that? And I'm not saying the Philippines is the answer, because sometimes, even here, I get a bit bored sometimes. But I've still got things to occupy me. I've got my son for a start. So I've always got something to keep me going, something to look forward to. And I think this is the story, is having something to look forward to. Not just a purpose, but something to look forward to. And I know it's very difficult to have something to look forward to all the time. But having nothing to look forward to most of the time, that's the killer. That's the killer. So people, what I would suggest you do is don't worry what other people say. You know, and I'm saying having a YouTube channel for an example, okay? Having a YouTube channel, you get haters, okay? You get people hating, right? In life, without a YouTube channel, you get haters. Maybe not as many because you aren't exposing yourself to a lot of people. But you still get haters and people trying to talk you down or talking you out of something that you want to do. I wouldn't let no one talk me out of what I wanted to do, ever. If I did, I wouldn't be here. I would still be living the same drab life that I was leading before I left, which I wasn't happy about. So, don't listen to people. Don't do this. Oh, you should do this. You should do that. Because if you, all the time you're listening to other people, you're living their lives. You're not living your life. To live your life, you have to do what you want to do. And what I wanted to do was come out here. And what you want to do might be the same. Maybe not the Philippines, maybe somewhere else. Maybe America, Europe, I don't know. Wherever, it doesn't matter. But don't wait till your retirement and do nothing. Because that's going to kill you. Like I said, the statistics, I was looking there this morning. The average age for someone after retirement collecting their pension before they die is 8 years. Now, in England, I think it's 66 or 67 before you can collect your pension. So, you know, what would that leave you? Eh? You'd be in your early 70s, 75, something like that. Maybe 66, or, 74. It's not worth it, is it? You've worked all your life. Now you've come to the age of retirement and you've got nothing to do. Nothing to do at all. And if you're not married, like I said, there's only you. You know, your kids have flown the nest, obviously, at that age. They've got their own lives. It's only you. At least if you come to the Philippines, you will find something to do. People are friendly, for a start. Yes, you might have a communication breakdown because, it's meant to be like an English-speaking country, which it is to a degree, but the English isn't what we know. It's Philippine English. And although you might be able to understand them, they find it quite difficult to understand you because of the way they speak their English and the way we speak ours. But that doesn't matter, does it? There's plenty of things to do in the Philippines, people, to keep you occupied. Me, like I said, there was 2 things I said I would never do in my life again, and that was get married and have a child. Well, I did both of them. And here is the spring. Here he is. He's shy. You see him on the video. I come out here because he was in there. And if I'd have stayed in there, he'd be dad, do this, do that. So I've just come out here. He's poking his head up there. I'll go in here actually now. He knows where I am now. So yeah, that's 2 things I said. Oh, he's hiding in the corner. I see you. I see you. And yeah, so you've got to do something, haven't you? You don't want to just be sat in the bloody house living someone else's life. And I mean living someone else's life where they're saying, don't do this, don't do that, Oh dear God, We shouldn't have to wait till we get old until we can do something. We really shouldn't. And I moved out here, and full time I moved out here, and I was 49, I think I was 49. I was, yeah, because I celebrated my 50th here. Fully, moved out here fully, hook, line and sinker. But I was quite lucky because I had savings, but not a large amount. But fishman selling the fish. But I was lucky enough that where I could do a bit of work online, and obviously not for a Philippine company, you can't do that unless you're a permanent resident. He's my little boy. Are you happy? Yeah? Yeah, I'll just finish this video and I'll come and play with you, okay? I will. I'm just doing this video first, son. Where's your... Ah, yes, okay. I will in a minute, okay? Just in a sec. Must be play with this toy, see? There's always something to do when you've got a child. Always something to do. And they keep you occupied. And also building this house. It's kept me occupied for the last few years. And still not finished. But all what we've got to do now is the tiling. Finished. Tiling and kitchen. The cupboards underneath the stairs. So I've always got something to do. I always feel I'm occupied doing something. So my brain is always working. And I hope that's going to give me a long life. Incidentally, I went for a medical. What day is it today? Sunday today. On Thursday. I thought, I want to get checked up. I'm scared of doctors, people. I'm scared of anything in white coats. I get that white collar syndrome, white coat syndrome, where my blood pressure raises. I get sweaty palms. But anyway, I thought, I've got to do it. And I had all the tests. Blood tests, everything like that. A urine test. Even a scan. I got a scan as well. Anyway. Blood tests come back perfect. Nothing wrong at all. Cholesterol, great. Blood pressure, great. All organs inside according to the blood test, brilliant. I'm waiting for the body scan. But they said for my age, nothing to worry about at all. And believe me, people, I haven't led a healthy lifestyle. Really, I haven't. I've led quite the opposite, especially when I was in England with my friends, going out drinking and doing, the recreational stuff, which I don't do now at all. I have a few drinks, but that's it. So I was quite pleasantly surprised. And that cost me, for all of that, and the scan included, I paid under 5,000 for all of it. Everything inclusive. I think 4,200 I think it was, so closer to 4,000. But, like I said, people, don't wait until it's too late to get your pension and sat festering. If you sat on the fence, get yourself somewhere. As I said, it doesn't have to be the Philippines, it can be anywhere. Even in your own country, but just make sure you're doing something. Make sure you've got a purpose. Make sure you have an interest. Like I've got a little interest, look. My interest never stops, people. It never stops. Quick tour of the house, okay? As you can see, we've got the tiles to lay, okay? Now that's the final. So these doors have got to come off again. These have got to come off. All of these have got to come off because the tiles have got to go down and these have got to go back on. All right? Kitchen cupboards will be fitted under here. The tiles will be on here. Obviously, tiles on the back wall. With this and that. You've seen this room before. This is where I do my work. My fishing stuff is over there. This is the spare bedroom, which my son, as you can see, is his toy room. This is his toy room. His toy room. Alright. And upstairs, because there's only the three of us, alright, upstairs, is this. I'm just going to go upstairs, son, just so the people, okay? I bought him a little camera yesterday. He keeps taking pictures. And this is lovely up here. You be careful. Hold on. And this is our bedroom upstairs. It's beautiful, really. And we got the door coming in the week for that, a sliding glass door. And it's cool up here, it's really cool. It's very the insulation and everything. And the views out the window in the mornings. Banana trees and coconut trees and such like. And that's it, people, really. We've got this up here. And yeah, so this is our bedroom upstairs, which is big and airy. Got 12 windows over here. He's taking pictures all the time, look. But that's it, people. So thank you for dropping by. Remember, keep active. Keep active. Get a purpose. Do something. Don't be one of these statistics. 8 years and you die after drawing pension. Thank you, people. Take good care. God bless you. Say bye-bye, people.